Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Wherever it is that you are joining us from, we are happy that you are here. Please remember to just go ahead and share the live so that other persons can be a part of and also be here with us also so that they can, enjoy this moment. We have some conversations that had. There was some questions that was asked, wanting to hear opinion and thoughts on some stuff that are happening. So we want to basically just share our thoughts based on it and stuff. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you, Sandy. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? It is the eve of the athletics part of the Olympics. Oh my God, we are actually here. We are actually ready to see what is going to happen or to see what is happening. Definitely so many things is happening. So many things are about to happen. And even more things happens as we are right here getting ready to go to sleep and getting ready to look forward to see what happens. Indeed, Andy, it is 6 hours. We are 6 hours away from Paris 2024 starting the athletics aspect. And I don't know how to feel. Zavian, how do you feel about it?
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to all my
Zavian, can you pull
fans. Hi, Sandy.
Zavian, can you Steven, can you pull your phone a little away? You're breathing into it a lot.
I am feeling good. 6 hours counting down. Um, Looking forward to an exciting times of the Olympic. Without track and field, the Olympic just seemed like another sporting event. So, hi, Sandy. How are you?
Sandy say, hey, stranger.
Yeah, I can say.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's exciting times. It's really something looking forward to.
Yeah, what are you looking forward to, if I may say?
Um, I want to see how fast Kishan can go. That's one. Um, I I pick Shelly to win the 100 meter as it stands right now. With experience and my favorite event of
Take
all,
time
the
and breathe.
background
Take
said it
your take
all.
your body. Remember, you take time and breathe. Knife.
I'm looking forward to the event in the background that you have in your background. I don't know if they're seeing it. I picked Daniel
And
to
you must have
come really good.
celebrated of all time that has ever done this for Jamaica. The one and only. And the great Daniel Hans Williams.
Yeah.
So you're looking
So
forward to that meet?
and so I'm just and it's not no banter or anything. We just want somebody shut up now. I feel a little bit.
All right.
That's all.
Okay. Thanks for your honest opinion. Stanley say we need to get straight to the meat of the matter. Why did Fana withdraw SJ? Sandy, that's a
Because
question for. Okay,
let
go
me go
ahead.
first. Sunday, nobody now tell the true politics that we're going, and nobody won't say it. And you would have to listen to Frano interview over and over and start analyzing the way he answered these questions. He referred to J3A as the handler of Sherika for some point for part of that
No, no, no. He
interview.
did not refer to J3. Correction. He did not refer to J3. He referred to the director. So I call him.
Yeah, but it's J
He
Trey.
refer
Yeah,
to
it's J
one
Trey.
man. No,
He's
no, 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 no.
representing J Trey.
Well, he refer to one man specifically.
Yeah, but he's representing that Mr. Wilson is representing J
Okay.
Trey as present. So we're talking about J Trey because
So who telling the lie? Who telling the lie?
somebody telling the lie.
So I'm saying who
Um,
telling the lie because you're referring to him. So who telling the lie? Because he says this J3, she
I
says
I
she
I, I
not
don't I
quote.
don't think sh- she's injured.
No, we're
That
not about injury. We're not about the injury. We have no injury issues now. He said it's J3. She says she and her coach made the decision. So who telling the lie?
um it boils back down to, for me it's boiled back down to and nobody want to really call it what it is. That relay story, before it reached to where it normally reach, Frana pull him athlete. 'Cause I'm not gonna make Sherika run the relay, and it gonna cause problem.
But the thing is, the world was never asking Sharika to run the heats. The world has never asked Sharika to run the heats
Okay,
and the
so
timeout.
there's only one person can be taken out.
But we all know this. This is nothing new.
So
We
who you
all know
gonna
this all
run?
the time.
No,
So but
who
it's
is going to
one
run?
double duty. But hold on. One person have double duty. Why do we have the issue? When the person who
So who is the person who is the person of the double duty?
now before the pull out, one person had double duty.
Who was it?
Sharika Jackson is the only one who had double duty. Had I
No,
said that.
I'm not talking about double duty now. I'm talking about the relay rules. Only
Then that's what
one
I'm speaking about.
substitution.
And that's what I'm speaking about. If there's only one substitution, therefore means one person who runs the heat is going to be moved, and one person, which would have been Sharika Jackson, comes in.
Yeah, but the twist of the story is Frano won the limelight at something there, and Frano is picking, and we tend to forget how Frano operates and how history has put it. Whenever Frano have a charge that him want to put out there to make money now, whenever there's a charge in his camp that he needs to make money from, somebody got to be pulled aside, and Sherika is being
We're
pulled
not talking
aside.
about the poll. You went right into the relays. We're speaking about the relays. Don't talk about the pull apart because that is Frano 101. Pulling,
Okay,
removing,
but
removing.
he has two charge that he still don't decide who he want to do the double. It's
No,
still
but it's
politics,
only one
Latoya.
charge alone. No, Zavian. It's one charge up for the double. One charge. The double world champion who has that 200 meters. She was the only one up for the double. Tia was never up for the double. That's number one.
Listen for the double. Hear what I have to say before I say double. No, I'm not
And
talking
you
about
said
double.
double,
He
so I'm
has
trying to
he hold
understand.
on. Yeah, but let me explain. He has two persons in the 4x1, and he need to decide who is going to run that heat.
He never needs to decide who is going to run the heat.
He
In my
always
view,
decide who runs the
in
heats.
my
He
viewpoint, and that
always
is the
decides.
problem. All right, Xavier, and that is the problem. In my viewpoint, it was plain and straight. If Sharika Jackson is the only one with the double duty, Sharika would have been the person who don't run the 2 rounds. Plain and straight. Fair and square? Isn't that fair? Isn't that fair enough?
No, fair and square for
No,
square
I'm
and square for
asking, is
you.
that fair enough? No, isn't that fair enough?
That I wouldn't say that's fair enough for me because there are other outside factors. There's other outside factors. So Moon said that's fair enough. I wouldn't say that's fair enough, but um, I'll take it as it is. I'll take it as face value. They say Sherika is injured. Let me take it as face value. She's injured. Let me take it as face value. I'm not even
All
gonna
right,
analyze
all
it
right.
and
Tia
see
is
what
not
happened.
injured.
I
So, okay. So he's saying Sharika not running the heats and the finals because she's not 100 and she's injured. Okay, fine. What is the reason then behind Tia not running the heats and the finals? Sandy, we know this, but remember what Zavian plays the devil advocate, and we plays it well with him also. He asks the questions that we don't ask. So
Sandy,
I am now
Sandy,
moving
let me tell
along
you.
his line.
Let me tell you. I was on a sabbatical, and let me tell you, I start paying keen attention to the other side of track and field. Sherika never want to run nothing at all this year. Her lifestyle did prove say she now want to run nothing at all this year. Her lifestyle no match up to what she wanted to do on the track. And Frano and her have problem. So and an injury story.
Let me just to
And on an injury story them a play.
start the same devil and play
Them
the
a,
devil, or he is the devil.
well, Sandy, I don't think Sherika is injured. Me just think she and her coach and JJ in a problem. And the easiest way to have it not being blown up into a different problem is pull her out and say she injured. And they come and roll. And one person them always cuss when they injured, you know.
Okay.
Shalon, listen. Civics duty now coming out track and field no more. Me kinda give up that ghost already. Me not think civics duty have nothing to do with track and field and these athletes. And we're gonna in a more problem going forward because none of them don't know what civics mean, because they never do civics at school. So you talking about civics duty and to represent country, this younger generation don't know nothing about it.
Stanley, they put it out there. So I said this is Frano 101. There's nothing new that Frano does under the face of earth for me. Frano 101. He did the same thing in World Championship with Shelley and Fraser Price and Elaine Thompson era. He pulled Elaine Thompson era from the 100 meters, and Shelley and Fraser Price won the 100 meters. And I'm not gonna be afraid to say it. Him pull ET to make Shelley win, and then after Shelley won, him pull Shelley from the 200 to leave ET for winning. And ET never want to run the 200 in my viewpoint, and skippers win it. And here it is again. He's doing the same thing. Where him pulling SJ
Latoya,
from the 100. Zavian, you play the devil's advocate, and I am just saying, him pull SJ from the 100 for whatever reason. A matter of fact, let me rewind. Him pull somebody who over the years have been publicly saying that Stephen Francis Frano is not her coach. Yet still, he is giving instructions. He is making the decision on somebody who is not his protege anymore. I'm just saying. I'm just asking how that worked, how that happened. We over here started
Latoya,
know what happened before, but
him a the spokesperson for him brother. I ain't
because
spokesperson
the
for him
man,
brother.
because the man,
You ever seen brother come out and say nothing? You
not
ever seen
my
brother come
business,
out and
that,
speak?
not my business.
You
Brother
ever see
speak
Paul
though,
speak on TV? Yeah, but to who?
speaks though.
Yeah, but to who?
But
You ever seen brother
I'm just
in a
I'm
problem?
just saying, it's the same 101 from the 101 happening right here again. Sean's the reason to allow the American night. Sean has this his own concept. Sean is saying the reason he's doing this is to allow the American Nike athlete to win the 100-meter. Money all about the bag.
The thing is, me not
And
have time for waste on friend. Me not have time for waste on friend and and
let us say something, and I'm just
MVP
asking.
MVP.
Let us say something, and I'm going to do it in a way by asking the question: is Sherika Jackson going to string up for the 200 meters?
If Sherika Jackson pull out of the 100 because of a knee issue, she cannot run the curve. She cannot run the 200. The 100 is the easier race to run out of both. If she's pulled out for the injury that they disclose, she cannot run 200. So
But
anybody I
but
expect for Sherika go the line, she's not going to the
but
line.
why
Anybody with common sense knows that Sherika can't go the line.
why are we lying? Why
Done.
are we lying? My question
We're
is,
not
I'm
lying.
sure that
He's
no
not
no no no
lying
no. Just hear my question. No no no. It's not what you said. I'm not saying something. Why are we lying when it is that the coach says that she was 100% fit, and a day later or sometime later, he's saying when you want to ask about that, you have to talk to a medical team. Then we're here
Okay.
now saying, then now we're here saying, oh, we're pulling from the 100 because of the injury. What really is it? Why is it that we are afraid? And I said, why is it that we're afraid to speak about openly what is happening? Let it be known whether or not we are okay or we're not okay. Not all the time we're going to be okay. Injury is no
Latoya,
respecter of
Latoya,
no man.
Latoya, this is not about injury. And you and JH are friend.
I'm just
There's a
asking the question,
problem.
why are
No,
we
hold on.
as
Oh,
athletes?
it's not afraid. And I don't think Frano was lying. Frano is not lying. Sherika is 100% fit to run. They having problem with J3 and some politics, so I'm pulling him athletes.
Why is it that he gets the opportunity?
You hear
Why
you
one
you heard?
hear my question, Zavian? Hear my
Go ahead.
question. So and to be able to answer it. Why is it that he as a coach gets the opportunity to do this after it is that I as an athlete accept the national duty?
Because Frano, let me tell you, not all athletes brave, and I know a personal athlete who did brave enough to do it and go against Frano. And never Frano not talk to her for whenever and however. You gotta remember, Frano is our whosoever employ who. And you listen to Frano very well, and I and I took my time out to listen it again. Frano no respect nothing but country. Frano said them work, if make them money, and when country come. If them decide for run, them decide for run. It's simple as that. Frano make decision for his athletes because they employ him to make that decision.
And that's one of the things that
Them,
athletes need to realize. An athlete hire coach, an athlete hire manager, an athlete do that. An athlete is the boss. And I do understand that athletes take, you know, talk from their coaches, but at times athletes also need to learn to stand up for themselves. As you rightfully said, there was an athlete who stood up for herself against Rana and decided to coach her. And therefore should have found somebody else to coach her.
yeah,
Far too
but
long.
and it's not everybody does that, and you have to understand athletes are not independent. And guess what? You hire me, Latoya, to make all the decisions. Me a weak fence. Me no need to make the decision. So if you wake me up tomorrow morning and say, "Yo, Z, you have a live, you have a live. Z, you're not doing a live, you're not doing a live." So no matter what, the trust is placed into Frano hands by these athletes. So these athletes will not represent if Frano say, "Yo, you're not run tomorrow, you're just not run," because they have already put their trust in him. And that's it.
Who,
So we can
who is
cuss
it that
all and behave like all we want.
Fana is sabotaging? The country or the athlete?
Frano sabotage JJ.
And in return, who gets sabotaged? J-Tray or the country?
JJ. Because at the end of the day, the lot the factor is that the country will be at the end of it, but then we still for the last 2.5 years don't realize the what people want to get done with J3 is to dissolve the entire J3 body, and it's not getting done. In order to become national heroes, you have to be criminal. All our national heroes were criminal. All of our national heroes did something wrong. All our national heroes stand up against what quote unquote was right. So in order to get stuff done, no, hold on, Latoya. They what's I can't pronounce the sports name. This is the biggest scene to get association to be shown up that they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And every time we give these coaches and these administrative the power to show up the to show up J3 that they're not doing what they're doing, they take the opportunity. And the Olympic World Championship give everybody the forum to make sure put the J3 on pedestal to say, yo, we're not doing what they're supposed to do. And every opportunity people can get now, they're going to do it. Because guess what? The world is watching. And Frano know enough. He's brilliant enough to know, say, guess what? In order to drive couple more nail in the foot and the Anna J3, me I gotta do it on the biggest stage.
My question is this. Frano is carrying whatever for J3, as you said. So it is not the persons who sits on J3 he has an issue with, because the people that want to start out an issue with is no longer part of the current board. So every time a set of people comes under the administration, this is exactly how him continuously behave.
Yeah, but the administration has changed, but the policies and procedures still stay the same. So if you put Jesus at the header, J3 will go to hell.
So my question is, his brother sits on that board. Why is it then that him has so much things to say, but yet still cannot get his brother to bring these things across at the board meetings to fix any change? Why he feels like change can only be fixed through him in this only way?
Because that's how society is set up in Jamaica, unfortunately.
Rubbish. But okay, I take it.
Sheldon put up said Frano, it did Frano pay, but most of the times, and you gotta be fair, Sheldon.
What's the question, Sheldon?
It's that if Sheldon pay for athletes to be in Paris, most of the time the MVP
in Paris, when you are called to represent country, then you should come conform.
You know, most of the time JOA doesn't pay for that set of athletes. Them always get
doesn't pay for which set of athletes?
The ones that goes to Germany for camp every year.
Once it is Olympic, JOA is responsible for every payment as it relates to
Latoya Clarke. They're supposed to do it, but these athletes was already, and if you look back on it, these athletes tickets are already booked. So the overall cost that you would pay for athletes. Now listen, Latoya, the overall cost that you would have paid for an athlete to leave Jamaica and go to Europe is not done for a certain amount of athletes that are in MVP, because MVP already book their stuff. So listen, if Latoya Clarke did cost $10 to go to Olympic, and Zavian Duncan cost $10, and I'm on MVP, that $10 is not absorbed by JOA, because MVP and Nike already absorb. Find out a little bit. I can tell you.
All right, hold on. Zavian.
Hold on, let me explain, Latoya. Hold on. Let me explain.
One second, please, Zavian. Before you continue that explanation, let me say something, and then we can see if we're on the same page. You are saying that if I'm in Jamaica, let's use this. Kemba is in Jamaica. To get Kemba from Jamaica to Paris is $5. And because Sharika is in Germany, you are saying JOA only pays for Kemba to get to Paris, but JOA doesn't pay for Sharika to get from Germany to Paris. That's what you're saying?
I'm saying it
yes,
is a
no,
cheaper cost.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but listen, Latoya, the overall cost is not the same, because these athletes already paid their way to Europe.
Yes, but therefore, we're not looking on the Zavian. We're not looking at what the cost is to get one athlete from Jamaica to Paris compared to the cost. If you, wherever you are, the duty of JOA is to get you from there to Paris. So we're not looking at
Yeah,
the
but we look, but no, we talk about. He said pay for. We're talking about cost
No,
now.
it's not
We're
pay
not
for.
talking
He
about.
said, no, it's not pay for. He says, pay the athletes to run relay. Different from pay for. Pay the athletes.
Listen,
He said that
Sheldon said they're trying to pay for the athletes to be in Paris.
right, because he brought up the word pay the thing. Frano said that JOA needs to pay the athletes to run the relays.
Pay the athletes to run relays when? When?
Nothing at MVP went to the camps, you know. You know, MVP arrived in Paris on Friday, right?
And remember we had that argument say whoever don't go to camp don't run. Why you think Sherika pulling out of the 100?
So therefore, no, that if Sherika is pulling out of the 100, therefore means that Tia is pulling out of the 100.
No, because
Sherika pulling out of the 100. What does that have to do with the camp? The relay camp is not an individual camp.
Listen, and we are connected the dots, Latoya. Listen, we're connecting the dots. And hear my madness. MVP athletes didn't go to relay camp. You want to bet Kishen don't run that relay?
Well, that is therefore what it would mean therefore what it means is that JOA is finally standing their ground to say if it is that you don't come to relay camp, you don't run.
J3A.
Yeah, then that's what I'm saying. It would mean that they're finally standing their ground. That's what it means. So therefore, if they're standing their ground, Kishen would not be running the 4x1, Sherika nor Tia. So therefore, what is it that we are willing to do?
Not gonna be surprised.
What is it that we are willing to do? Are we willing to not stand the ground and get the medal, or stand the ground and not get the medal? When will we ever be able to change? No, Jeremy, that is not true. Relay practice took place at Germany before they got into Paris. I'm not asking you. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So our relay practice took place without their being to Germany.
So if you didn't remember the people that had persons in Germany, there was a camp.
Oh no, who relay practice take place with? I'm just asking. The 4x1 relay. 4x1 relay. Who take part in that 4x1 relay? If the MVP team never did it.
MVP don't go to the relay practice every time.
No, I am asking a question, Latoya. So if 60% of the relay team never did, 50% of the relay team never did, who run?
What is 50% of the relay team? What is 50% of the relay team? Kishen is one man out of the relay team.
No, I'm talking about the female right now. 50% of the female team.
They said 50% of the relay team was not there. Kishen would be one person that wouldn't have been there for the men's side. And then you would have two persons. The relay team doesn't only make up of 2 people or 4 people.
Okay.
It's just relay pool didn't make up of just 4 persons.
Was Shelly at the relay?
Relay camp was from the 12th to the 22nd though.
No, was Shelly there?
You ask who did they there or not?
Okay. No, that's the question. Was Shelly there? You know when Shelly arrived in Paris? Okay, Shelly never arrived to Paris after the camp done.
So what do we say then? Why is it my question? Why is it that Jamaican athletes always can't run 2 rounds for the relays? Why?
Because they're not professional enough. They don't think about it as a business. They don't think about it as a sport. They just think about it just so. Listen, you're right, Jeremy and Shelley wasn't at the relay camp, so
But Jermaine just said
no,
no
no,
relay camp happening now.
no,
So which one are we speaking of?
nobody wasn't there for the relay
Hi,
camp.
Jackie. Good evening.
But I'm saying that every year we have events, we argue over the same thing, the same spoil milk. J3 need to fix the rules, stand by the rules, and call it a day. Whosoever
Okay.
suffer, suffer.
All right. Just know that I'm saying what would be, so I'm asking a question. What would be our take if Sharika Jackson doesn't line up for the 200 meters?
Wouldn't be surprised.
I'm still asking that question. All right.
Wouldn't be surprised.
JOA and J3 needs to draw the line when athletes are called to represent country. No individual coach should interfere. I agree, Sheldon.
Sheldon,
So
that's hard because every coach that
why is
JOA
it
and
hard for
J3 would
Jamaica
have to
though?
select because the coaches have preference. Them have athlete preference and them prefer certain athletes over certain athletes. Just what it is.
Then we're always going to be in the situation that we're in.
From Herb McKinley and Arthur Winter run had the same problem till now. Sandra said they're going for the 200 meter, but
No, not
Sandra,
they. Sandra, not they. Sandra, not they. Her coach wants the world record, and she said it loud and clear, which I know for when. She is not running for the world record, and she have admitted it. World record run is not in her body this time, at this moment.
no, but
I mean, we all have to be
Latoya,
to our own
Latoya,
selves.
Latoya, there's a fundamental problem. There's a communication problem between Frano and SJ. The problem with Frano and SJ is that Frano will tell SJ, say, we are going to run the world record. I'm going to think upstairs at work or the brain connect to whatever Frano say because she was supposed to come out and back Frano, say, yo, we are going for the world record. So there's some communication problem. Upstairs, the elevator now go up. The elevator just now go up. Smarty, either Smarty now no sense or Smarty just too bright. Your coach cannot train you for the world record and come out and say a world record and you come on national TV say you know what.
Why not have relay practice from the beginning of the season with people they think would make the team? He himself is not going to send his people to do the relay practice. He need to not, if you not allow him to put him foot in a phone choke hole, in a put me in a one choke hole, not put him
Yeah,
foot in a
but the problem he said, no, the problem that he said with that, and you gotta give fear. It's a business move. He said that he's not able to. This is where he said J3 need to come up with funds to pay their athletes because he said every other country that has relay camps pay their athlete to come to the relay camps wherever they are in the world. And he's saying that J3 need to pay athletes to come to relay camp because sponsors, and I'm going to quote what he says. He says sponsors don't pay athletes for go relay camp. Sponsors want you for go run for make money and show off them stuff.
If it is that you have the practice at the beginning of the season, who is going to foot that? Who are going to pay? Because at the beginning of the season, Frano said that him don't prepare him athletes for them something at them time there.
Some confusion I go along the line, but as I say, here we go on. But it's in every sports anyway. Something got to suffer. Unfortunately, Jamaica suffer the most.
The country is always suffering when it is that we come to national duty. Always.
Okay,
always.
I have a question, Latoya.
Good night, everyone. Thank you all for joining.
All these athletes are going to Olympic this year. Is it self or country? We need to ask what their self-actualization goals are. Is it winning gold for country or winning gold for themselves? Are these athletes nationalists? Are they representing the country to say, yo, me I'll put me put my all on the line for the country or put my all on the line for myself. Listen, athletes are running at Olympics to build their stock so they can make money. I don't think they're running for gold medal. This scrapper athletes.
So
Anybody beg to differ, but I don't.
so what is it that the ones before was yes man the coach fix it.
Listen, the
Coach fix it.
ones before.
No, hey, no, Zavian. Me have to go leave Kino on here. Kino, you need to come up a little further. We can see that. Let me go look for my shirt too.
I can't hold down the camera no further.
No, I just want them to see the little logo on the shirt. I feel like I feel jealous.
I don't want them to see nothing else. I'm not sure me have nothing on that shirt.
My logo, I just want to see the logo. Guys, that is our track and field talk net logo on our shirt where our admins wear. Kino, you couldn't tell me, so you could put on my one. Zavian, you not feeling jealous?
No.
Zavian? You
I
not
was
feel jealous?
Huh?
been actually in my bed still, you know, so me just grab something.
Welcome, Kino. Welcome, welcome. How are you feeling? We're 5 hours away or so, something like that, from the start of the athletic part of the Olympics. How you feel?
Not feeling anything. Not this time.
Right. This.
To be honest with you, it's like pure apathy. I really don't. Yeah. Yeah.
I am
They kind of bother run really and say Jamaica.
Maybe when it finally starts tomorrow, then I will feel it. But one, I'm very busy. Two, Elaine isn't there. Three,
You're
a
busy
lot
because
of
you're not there.
a lot of foolishness are happening at the camp. It's just distasteful and it's leaving a bad taste. Everybody mouth. So maybe tomorrow I'll feel it.
Okay. Me, I go wake up early tomorrow morning because me actually want to see one girl run. Miss Lickamith, I actually want to see her run because I'm really
Who you want to
proud.
run? Yeah.
I want to see Sasha Lee Forbes run tomorrow for so many reasons. I want to see her run for so many reasons. I've seen the backlashes that persons have been giving and putting onto her as if she chose this.
You know, I saw a video of her just now. I think it was
Like
on.
she try to justify it.
Yeah, try justify. Yeah.
I went into her personal WhatsApp and I said to her, say, hey,
She don't
you
own nobody now.
deserve this.
Yeah.
Somebody said something to me today, and I'm really thinking about it. Jamaican love too much TikTok and Facebook and social media, and it bother them too much. You see nobody, no other athletes around the world up on social media or nothing. Don't to Shakari come off. If you look too good in that thing, Shakari.
Yeah, Shakari. Shakari has learned, and her management team, kudos to them. They're doing a good job.
So Jamaican athletes love too much likes. You are always on social media, you're on TikTok, you're on this and you do this. Go train. We have time of dancing in underwear.
Well, she was dancing in underwear, just showing what the kit was.
But
no,
I think you be a talk already other youth them. Because me think somebody needs to have a talk with him. No, seriously, somebody needs to have a talk with all of them. The woman, them and the man, them, like, it's just too much.
Kino, let me tell you what happened. Somebody just say, oh, it's distasteful. They just say, oh, this is not what they used to. It's not what they're used. And it's a big woman say to me today, and she's like, I'm not used to them just dep on TikTok, dep on this and show off. You see anybody else in the US team show off their underwear? No, it's not different era.
I get what you're saying, Latoya, but it's vulgar. That especially those. I mean, I'm not saying that it is not nice to see these young ladies, but I would prefer not to see Mr. Gentleman, the high jump gentleman, come up on my TikTok. God no. It's vulgar.
No,
it's vulgar.
And J, this warrant, then forget pulling a J3 office like my friend.
So why?
This worse than Cashapp, the coach.
It's their personal thing. So tell me something.
No, it has
JJ.
nothing. You represent the black, green, and gold. This is not personal. This is not personal.
I'm a manager in hospitality, right? And if I put something on my personal page that
represents your
puts
nice hotel
me in disrepute and my standing, it also reflects badly on where I work. It's sad to say, but it's their personal page, but it's kind of vulgar. I think you can dance and have fun, but boy, somebody something they must have poured me see a go and funny something.
So it's
I'm
and
not other
it's
country
coming
now
from
do
the
it.
public. No other country now do it. And that's exactly what the person said to me today. They're not in no other country are dancing in them underwear.
Jeremy, my personal TikTok. Like I mean, me not represent Jamaica.
But back to my track and field. I'm just simply saying, Jamaicans on a back up our child. She never asked feet.
No,
She run 1 second.
it's not.
1 second, Zavian. No, 1 second, Zavian. Jamaica need to back up for her. I agree and I stand resolute to the aspect of what you're saying about the TikTok stuff. I stand resolute with that. I'm not disagreeing on that basis, especially when they're doing it in their Jamaican color clothes. I stand resolute with that. But I'm talking about the fact that now that Shericka Jackson has pulled from the 100 meters and person is going far as saying, oh, I don't have any confidence in her. She did not ask for it. She did what she could have done based on the fact that she was recovering from an injury. She came forward. That is her best at the time at the trial. She came forward. Are you going to ask the J3A to take somebody who come up fifth to replace her, who they named as the alternate? We can't do that. She did not go there with the thought that Shericka Jackson was going to pull out of the 100 and I'm going to have to do it.
Okay, but Latoya, Fort doesn't represent that you get picked. It's anybody that is fit. 1, 2, 3, the rule, and J3 decide who they want after that. So
they named her as the alternate. What I am saying is persons this thing, they don't have any confidence in her running the 100. She did not
that's their personal.
Yeah,
that's their personal view.
Them back up, man. Them can back up.
No, Latoya, just like how them personal views said them like Shelly and Eliana Lower. She in a limelight.
But that is different. Their personal
is for me, she was named as the alternate. She may not be your favorite athlete. She's certainly not my favorite athlete, but she's there. And what drop off her head, drop on shoulder. I think a lot of the people who are talking are people who are they know nothing about track and field. They're a novice. They don't even understand how the team is selected. I see people posting on Pink Wall and all of these places, and people talking some rubbish. They don't even understand. I'm not going to have an argument with somebody who doesn't know that when you go to the Olympics, you don't have a buy into the into any event, just like how you'd have it in World Championship. You don't have arguments and conversations with these people because they don't understand. So, I mean, I don't think Sasha Lee, is it Sasha Lee? Sasha Lee. I don't think she owes anybody any explanation at all. And I found it rather painful to watch her try to justify why she is running the 100 meter. I mean, the girl, it was given to her. She don't fight out nobody, she don't obey nobody, she don't kill nobody.
And that is my point, and that's my point to Kino. Thanks for making it, because what I'm saying is, when you look at the season for Sasha Lee, she has made herself available whenever she's called upon, whether it be for individualism or what. She was the bronze medal of indoors in 60 meters. She was progressing into this season. She go again for try Michaelika Cummings at Florida, and she got injured. For someone who wasn't able to train leading up to the trials for a while, to come with people who is fit and should be fit, right? and be able to progress and put yourself into a position of becoming an alternate, now to be named, to be running it, it's something that we have to be grateful for. That is one. Number two, if it is that Shashali was not injured, I now have to ask Christ. She would have done a world release, make herself available and be there. You understand? So when persons is putting their own grievances because of her coach or whatever, every year them do that to the girl, you know. Every year them put what them have against Maurice and the child. The child little money.
I want to backtrack a little bit. Latoya, pin that comment from Eureka.
Yes, well, I was about to do that, so I'm going to.
So your Eureka, my point, you may not agree with it, and that's fine. But when you look at, society has different standards for male and female. We're quite used to seeing, and where females do stuff in them bikini and whatever. I think where it becomes a little bit, the line is blurred, is especially the talking point is that gentleman. What name? What Jermaine call him name? Well, I think him name. What name Jermaine too? The high jump guy. For me, it is to me, and a whole heap of people talk about it, male and female. It's just vulgar. I think he knows what he's doing, and as somebody who does the same thing on TikTok, maybe I may be a hypocrite, but I don't think it's something you do in the black, green, and gold. Like for me, I will be in my living room and me feel comfortable in my living room in my boxers and my shirt and me make a video. But you have on the black, green, and gold, and trust me, when you do videos like that, it is to show off something. For me, I think it's a little bit vulgar.
Okay. Understood. Zavian, you were saying something. You just want to see you just happy fear.
No, I personally think it was distasteful. So, and from a professional's perspective, once you decide to be professionals and represent anything professional of any sort, it's not your own clothes you did it, and your backyard did it, you represent something that a lot of people look up to. So for me, and I went looking for it because if somebody came to me and said to me, so I went looking for it. So they must have saw something.
You might want to retract the part there still. They're looking for it part.
The video, I went to see what the video was about. But
you have to be careful of the cartel their road again.
Nina, we're on the 100.
One done.
How is it? How do we see our three females phasing off from this round that's going to happen in the morning?
All of them are going to make it. All of them are make it.
I expect them all.
I'm going to move into the semis.
All of them are
moving
moving
to the semis.
Yeah.
For me, the semis is very getty.
If Sashali when Sashali moves into the semis, my Olympic that.
If Sashali is anywhere close to what she has been doing over the last year and a half, she moves into the semifinals easy.
And I must say one thing. Shashali is a nationalist and she have a heart for the nation. Not saying other athletes are not, but I can say that about her based on what she has shown. We just want to say that. We have.
You see when Smaddy your friend? So
no, it's not
Sherika Jackson can be your friend, so. Oh, you're not the friend Sherika Jackson, so you see when Smaddy your friend?
Moving right along.
When you're Smaddy your friend?
We really want to
Latoya J3 Clarke. Come next. Let's go.
You know, they would have ring little bell if it was Latoya Sherika Jackson Clarke or Clarke Jackson.
No, that's a German. German is in the inbox. It's Sherika Foster. German image Forrester.
What do we think? How do we think Latoya Gould and Adele Tracy will face tomorrow?
It's stiff. I would surprise if Natalia get out of that round.
You know, Latoya Gould has done us proud. I'm in a complimentary mood tonight. So she has done us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, she has done us proud. I'm wearing the shirt, so I'm going to be nice.
See,
She has done us
You can be
proud, but
professional.
yes. But my challenge with Natalia over the years is that whoever is coaching her still has not found the right formula. Natalia is running 156. That sort of time should be able to keep up with the best in the world. But her race plan is what beats her all the time for me.
well, Latoya have two chances. Because 200 down to 1500 have two chances. So if you don't make it in the first big round when you go in, you have another chance for the repage to move into the semifinals. So if you should not make it, when she run the normal one, the first round, should get an opportunity to try.
She get the opportunity. So it's not the third fastest anymore. You get a second race.
Hold on.
It's just a 100-meter alone moving with the third fastest. The next best time. 200 down, average pitch.
So they have a next race.
Oh, so okay. You see how much out of the
200 down
loop I
have four rounds. 100 only have the three. Stick with the three.
So they amended the rules.
Yeah, Paris is that hello, it's like oh that's something that was happening last year after their own rules. Paris did this stuff. The one that
It's not a Paris rule. It's not a Paris rule.
Yeah, but it's happening in Paris. So that's what
It's an IWF
Yeah, they're
rule,
trying.
right?
Yeah,
trying
it's the IWF rule. Yeah.
Okay.
I had asked some persons to shoot some questions, so we're going to be answering some of those questions to them. Dennis wants to know the women's 4x1 needs a starter, and he was saying, would Akira
We need a third leg.
Kemba Nelson
We need a third leg.
heading to there. I think what they're gonna do is have Kemba Nelson start.
So
who do the back stretch? Who do the back stretch?
If it's Kemba, who does this? Is the heat. If Kemba comes in time, how does it go?
Who are they for? I mean, remember. They
We
have
don't know
four.
who the four.
Here, Stephen Francis.
All right. So if Kemba is going to come, they would have Kemba. They would have Sasha Lee. If Shelly decides to run it, they would have Shelly. They would have
Shelly have one good race in 3 rounds. And a final I release.
Remember, Sherika Jackson didn't pull out of the Olympics.
No, but okay. Let us.
She didn't
pull out of the Olympics. She didn't pull out of the Olympics.
No, hold on. So
if they pull out at 200 cash in medal. And sorry.
All right. I asked the question already. What would we do if it is that she don't line up on the 200? So we're leaving that because we're heading our boss tonight. But we would have Kemba, would have Sasha, would have Alana, would have Shelly. If Tia, if Sharika, that would be 6. Then them could have go over the 200 meters. So without taking Akira Nugent, I'm just saying, without taking Akira Nugent, I saw they doing baton exchanges with Lana Tavia. That would make her 7, or that would make her 5, excluding Tia and Sharika.
And Lana Tavia would come in for the longer leg.
No, but I'm just saying, you are saying Kino asked who is there. So I'm just giving, and then Miss Berger is also there. So that would make us 6, and in Tia and Sharika, that would make us 8. So who won the heat? When Kemba comes, how the heats would set up from that?
No, but the dimension of the eats is that when you run the eats, only one person can add it to the team after that.
Shelly, Tia, and Kemba running the heats. I don't think they're gonna run Shelly in the heats. Tia may run.
If Shelly is not running the heat, they only can change one. So if Sharika ain't running on at all, then Shelly, then it will have to. No, them
No,
say
it's
we
not
only
two
can
changes.
change one now. Them
One,
only
one
can
One
time,
change.
change
Jeremy. One change.
now.
One change.
One change. One
One change,
change
bro.
only. One change. No number two. One change. So if it's only one change, that would mean Tia,
So one of them
Shelly.
have to run it heats. One of
No,
them.
that would mean Tia, Shelly, and Shashali has to run the heat. So we're only adding one person.
Yeah.
So
One
who's
of
the
them.
one person? Is it Kemba or is it Alana?
Hold on.
If
Who you say are running heats? Who you call the 3 names?
I am saying, if it's only being that it's only one change,
Mm-hmm.
Tia, Shelly, Shashali. What is the one?
They
Adding
can't.
to the
They are not gonna leave Sharika off the 4x1.
no, that
Absolutely.
is why I'm
No.
saying
Just,
who runs the heat with those 3 names.
but,
Sharika would come in
but,
I,
no, Sherika
I
not
would
doing the
take out
100. We expect her to run the eats.
I would take out Sasha Lee
left
completely.
running.
If
They
we
take
have
Sherika not running.
So that means
uh,
that Sharika not running at all.
well me
Remember,
not
Sharika is the one with the 200 meter now.
listen. I would run Sharika, Shelly, Tia, and add something they done a last part down so.
Alana.
Yeah, me I left out Sasha Lee for that one, yeah.
All right. That's a one. Sharika not running the relay because you might say Sharika and Tia not running the heats and finals. So let us do the relay now without Sharika and Tia.
Who said so?
Coach, the big belly man, the coach.
I can't
Them angler. Them pimp. Pimp daddy. Them pimp. Them
so
pimp.
he's saying that so he's saying none of the two will run the heats and finals.
None of the two prodigy now run the heats and finals. So pick a struggle. That's him basically I tell J3. That's him basically I tell Maurice. That's him basically I tell the person who's making. Funky.
Me,
Funky.
me really don't know what he said then.
We not have a relay team, Kino. We not even can find a good.
I mean, I
You
am
have to
not
find the back straight.
I am not a patriot like some people,
To relay.
but why would he do that? Like that's
Because
sabotage.
he want to sabot who can use the word? You know, me not feel like I can use the word. He
What?
said both of them. He said
Me
both
say
of
I
them.
sabotage that.
He said both of them. Anybody else did hear when he said both of them? We can't go finger, pull it up.
All right, so it's not about
All right, so if Sharika is not running the heat, then you're saying Shasha Lee go and leave out at the heat, but leave out at the finals also. If Sharika is not running the heat, Shasha Lee have to run the heat.
Okay, so then
That
you're
would have been the change.
so then you're so
If you're not putting Shasha Lee in the finals, you have to run the heat.
well then Sharika come in the finals.
Yes, so who run the heat?
Shelly will run our 5 races. I think she prepared for run
All
our
right,
5
so
races.
Shelly, Tia, Sasha Lee, bringing Sharika in our finals.
So Kemba would have started.
So when me don't go Paris for?
No.
Where you care if Kemba go Paris? I go sit down?
Figure, well, me never know, yeah, man. Me confused the backside.
Punky is the Sharika not running. Period. Is that a period, Punky? I believe so, Punky. I don't believe Sharika is running the 4x1. I don't believe Sharika is going to go against what it is that her code says. So I don't believe that she may run the 4x1. And if Sharika doesn't run the 4x1 in the finals, how does our teammate run it? Punky said, Sharika, come on.
Sherika can't come home. Sherika Diamond League the next couple weeks after that. She go in. Sherika now come from Europe till maybe in September.
Why Jamaica always have bagas?
Because there's no set rules.
Because
there's no set rules that they need to stand up.
Yes,
there we go, Kino.
We have baga administrators.
no
You
set
know,
rules and no
Mr.
set policies and procedures that you need to put in place before you leave the island. Before you go up on the
Like,
plane and go to the airport and say go through port security if you put rules and things in place. Then couldn't find something on that. So then I board him on the plane.
The big,
I,
big.
Listen,
Moving on.
all right. So let's say Kemba is going to run the in the heats, right?
no. Kino,
Um,
Kemba super
what?
sub. She have to run.
All
She
right. So
can't
yeah,
waste
Kemba,
people money for God. Kemba have
No,
to run.
I
Kemba.
know.
Kemba up on the team.
I
Father
am.
should have paid their money there. But moving
No, I
along.
am assuming. I'm assuming that why Kemba is going is because they've
As
had
Fana said.
discussions with Frano, and Frano said no,
No,
right?
I'm not discuss on the man tell the world before I tell
All right,
J3.
fine. So
That's not true,
so
Latoya. We
Kemba,
know from Friday.
I'm assuming that he's gonna
Everybody
allow
know
at least
from
one
last
of them
week
to
before
run.
Fran talk.
Just
Listen to
give
me.
me that one.
I'm assuming he's gonna allow one of them to run, and I think that one would be Tia. I am
All
assuming,
right. All
right?
right.
Because if Tia does well in the 100-meter, there you can't find no argument for keep her out of the relay, right? So Sherika is not running the 100. We keep Sherika out of the relay. So Kemba starts. Um, Shelly, Sasha Lee, and Tia. Those are my. Well, then again, and Alana, and then you bring in Shelly in the finals.
Well, and the Kino.
Eureka, Miss Francis. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you, wherever it is that you're joining us from. Please note that we are not sitting here bringing down a man or the God that person see him as, nor are we bringing down the athletes. We are speaking about what is in the
Latoya just black it woman and not explain nothing to him there, man. Black the woman make she want to share with her whole name. Black her.
Kino.
Just black it woman, nobody in an argument because she go come back and then we are gonna reply again and then me I go take off his shirt. Because that shirt I keep me. It's a black the woman make you man go away my go with all time name, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, this seems like it's gonna draw with the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Kino.
Blacker. Latoya, blacker. Latoya, admin. Admin.
Let us continue.
Yes, now that we have rid ourselves of the filth, we can move on.
Let me come out. I want to talk for me, no? Let me go do the job. We're not the right just. No, please, continue talking. We're making the 4x1 team. Continue make the 4x1 team. Zavian, you can make a 4x1.
May I struggle a little bit because you need specialist runners. I don't even call a medal right now for the 4x for the makeup of that team.
Yeah, we have to know what we're working with or who we're working with. Oh, she come from Guyana. Yeah. Okay. Alright, you can go on back now, go eat your mangoes and your dead frog. Yeah, moving on.
No, it's not even. Is that the thing is when, and I don't think we are fair enough, and I think we always miss the trick when it come on to our relay. Can't get it right for the last couple championships. Well, so nobody not think outside of the box and them say them right. So we got always another problem there.
I mean, as me say,
Sorry about that.
me no know
because I know a budget is in place to do certain stuff, but you must have contingency plan. If we're having issues, we have some stellar persons in the hurdles that can run the relays. We should not look far.
No, I wouldn't say that without Sherika we can't medal.
No, I never said without medal,
no,
but it's far fetched.
No, it's someone in the comment. But I don't agree with that comment. I mean, in what 2009, people would have said, or 2013, people would have said, without VCB, we couldn't medal. And even though her withdrawal from the team was justified, you know, the team still won. So I think we can medal if they can put together a good team. Can we win with those girls that the US have currently? I don't think so,
It,
unless we're
the,
gonna
the
have at
leg
least
that
two of our top runners.
So
the leg that we
how
worry
would we,
about, Kino, is the back stretch
No, and
because
you need somebody for hold TT Terry round this so.
yeah. So we worry about the back stretch because TT Terry just set put on and say, "Yo, this is my leg anyway." There, give me my gold medal, put it up. So it's a struggle.
I don't know. I
but
don't
but
know. We
I
need to
mean,
know who we are work
we
with, and
need
then
to
we
look
can.
outside of
I
the
agree.
team.
We agree.
Who
We
are the most?
agree. We
Who,
agree.
who
That's
are the
why
most likely for?
Repeat.
I would put
Who are the
Latanya,
most likely
Latavia.
for?
I would throw Latavia Knight in the mix. Right now,
You
I'll
mean
put her in the back stretch.
for Lana Tavia in the
Yeah,
heats,
yeah. I'll
and
put
then
her
you
there. She's
and
a
then
very experienced relay runner.
all
You
right,
have to
Lana Tavia
sacrifice that leg there.
with who with who?
Kemba going to Paris. Kemba off a start.
All right, so Kemba to Lana Tavia to Tia to Shelly.
T- Our Sasha Lee Forbes. Sasha Lee will
No,
take
remember
the
that one
third leg.
change, yeah.
Yeah, but we're taking out the third leg. We're taking out the third leg. If
Yeah,
Tia
but
Sharika
is
take
would
out
a,
Tia.
happen,
if you're going if you're going to say that
no, it's listen up. We'll leave out
Let me make it
no.
clear from now. I think Tia is gonna do better than Shelly in the 100. So there's no way they're gonna take
No,
out Tia.
listen, no, listen, Tia, it's between art. So we're taking Sharika out of the mix. We're not running Tia because I picked Tia for win the 100. So Tia is always
For some
the one
strange
coming
reason,
in.
I agree with you. For some strange reason.
So Tia is the one coming in, and Frano know what he did because he could not allow both of his athletes not to run the heats. Then he might got in a problem when it comes to the finals. So he must pull one from early, which he pulled Sharika.
we tell you
He pulled
earlier,
Sharika early.
Frano 101. We tell you earlier, Frano 101.
He pulled Sharika early because he needed.
Frano 101. Shelly, ET out of the 100.
All right, somebody said don't put
Shelly
Shelly
one.
in the heats. So if we don't put Shelly in the heats, who runs the heats? That would mean
You see,
So we run.
you
So
have
we
to
run.
put a strong.
So we
You
run.
have to put a strong team in the heats. You
No,
have
So
to
we
put a
run-
strong team in the heats.
No, but hold on, Zavian. Zavian. If we don't run Shelly in the heat, we still have the capability to have a strong team. From that heat, we have Alan,
we're also running for a good lane, you know. Remember.
we have Kemba. So we're bringing Kemba for run. We're bringing Kemba. So we're bringing Kemba for. Wanna bear with me with the Kemba story, but we say we're bringing
Okay,
Kemba to
Latoya,
run.
Latoya, hold on there before you go on. Hold on there. Remember, we're the only team that does not practice relay.
Yes,
We not
so
have
that's
the
why I'm
experience
saying.
and the depth like any other team where they are gonna line up against. So then could I run fast as Thy Kingdom come? You see, because they are not being practicing together, you
No,
can't put no
Punky,
surety on it.
Punky, Shelly, you can't say Shelly for run because she not run. I mean, you know my views on Shelly, but I don't think Shelly has so many
5
rounds
race
in
in her.
her.
She don't
No,
have
I
5
don't.
race in
Not
her.
I
this time
think
around.
I think Shelly is being coached to run the 3 rounds at the 100 meter, give it everything what she have, and whatever left, she then throw her up on the relay. Whatever left. That's what me think.
So for the heat, for me, then if we're not running Shelly in the heat, right? We're gonna have ending with Tia, as you just said, Xavier, and you said
Who
Lana
that's
Tia.
on, me agree with you.
Yeah, man. Tia would have to be the anchor. Tia is a seasoned anchor expert. Drop foot,
Tia is a good anchor as well.
drop foot, drop lace. She get the button. She going there. She going for it.
Guess what? I'll go back to the youngsters.
So that's why I'm
Go
saying,
for Akira,
if there's
go
no
back to
Shelly on
Akira,
the heat,
go for Alina, go for
No,
Tia,
no, no, no.
and put a season runner with
we can
them, and
only
just call it
change
done and
one.
get
But
rid
we
of
can
the old
only
guards.
change
No,
one.
No, hear what I'm saying. Get rid of the old guards. Get rid of the old guards and put the youngsters them who can run the relays. We have seasoned
But
runners in Paris that can run the relays.
so in the case of taking out Shelly, we have Kemba, we have Alana, we have Tia, we have Shashali. That's 4. You also, if you say you want Lana Tavia over there, you have Lana Tavia could have come over there. Could have also come over there.
You have Akira Nugent over there. You have
So,
Akira.
Jermaine say, all right. Me like that setup here because it was something. The only change I would have made, the only change
Alana struggled on the back stretch.
I would switch Alana with Sasha. Because Sasha is experienced with running the third leg. And has become comfortable running there. That's the only change I would make in this lineup, but they would be the 4 to use for the heat for me. Nikki said Alana, Kemba, Sasha, Akira. For the week, that's weak for the heat. No man, I wouldn't have. It's not. I mean, Ben says Akira is our best starter. So you're choosing Akira over Kemba, but then also remember the heats of the 4x1 is the same day Akira will be running her hurdles. So that would pose a problem. That would pose a problem for Kira because you want Kira to be focusing, same as how we want the others to focus on their individual events also, Ben. We would also want Kira to focus on her individual events and do what she comes to do at first go. If so be it. If we're going to be using Kira, then we'll basically be coming back to using Kira in the finals. But not on the
Kira even up for consideration, or are we just throwing her name out there?
I think we're just throwing our name out there. We're just throwing our name out there because I've not seen.
J3 doesn't have a history of going outside of the known few or the predictable few to choose from others. They don't have a history of doing that. I don't see them pulling somebody from a relay from a hurdles or anywhere else to do it. They're gonna stick with probably those in the 100 and if they have to reach, they'll reach for the 200.
I guess that is the reason why we would have seen Lana.
Oh, Jermaine is saying Akira practice with them, so
therefore it is open. Somebody said, "What if Shelly comes to
the first relay? We with 100-meter the all the way down, so the 4x mix here. Why we not take it serious? Every year we do the same thing.
Well, it still could be that Shelly could surprise. Shelly could be playing possum. She could be.
Kino, I saw a warm up with Shelly, and Shelly looked damn good. But as you say, Shelly need 2 good races, and Shelly will give you the 2 good races. The eats I don't count it as one of our race.
Remember, Shelly when Shelly ran the 10-9 the other day, that was a rusty Shelly. That was a Shelly pushing because she wasn't really sharp. She has run sparingly when she opened our season. Trials?
Around 3 years, Shelly run.
No, one meet before trials.
Yeah, so I mean,
when Virgil surprised her.
I don't think Shelly is in the same shape that she was when she ran 10-6, but I mean, like her or you know, like her, Shelly would not be there if she never feel like she could have made out.
Travis says Shelly now make the finals.
That is no, me not go so far. That is almost blasphemy. That is like saying
I think that's not possible.
No, that's not possible. That's not possible.
Travis, I think that's not possible. Fishy not tip, we make it final.
She's
That's how we.
gonna Olympic in at least 10-8 shape. She'll make the finals.
The, the mixed relay team, don't, what is that?
No, that's I said it. It's the worst. I don't know what they put together again.
Who takes
And
Alice? Who takes what you mean Alice Felix? Who take what should name? Alice what should name? William. What? Felix girl. Them have the Felix girl. Them have heels. Them have
We are talking about the mixed relay and Anjanette Knight and some
Angelina
Williams.
and
Felix.
Ashley Williams.
Yeah.
And what who the Ashley Williams?
The little
No, I genuinely don't know. So who is she?
at the description of me having a head where I'm kinda
No, which school she used to go? Where she run for? What she do?
the girl what them say at them call Alice Felix.
Oh, okay.
She come from Sprinted, the little slim. She have little eyes, she kinda look brownish.
Something good is coming.
The Wormwood girl we are talking Kino, Wormwood she come from. But we don't know how to recall her so you can remember her fully though. But that team them, we don't know what that team they are. I don't know how that team they we can't understand.
Never heard of her at all.
No, I have a question. Where are emails finish?
No, right emails, they make himself available now.
No, we're finish. No, me just have a question. We're finishing a Charles.
Raheem Hills.
I hear start the really our Bahamas now. You know so bad. But what I want to know is if they couldn't if they couldn't so them using Zandrian bonds. So it would be so more likely it would be Zandrian bonds to Andronet Knight. No. Raheem Hills to Andronet Knight to Zandrian bonds to Ashley Williams. Or is Andronet Knight that go anchor. We can't. No. Which individual 400 man to participate? And one individual 400 man can go participate on a mixed relays for me, Sheldon. And that is Javan Powell. One. That's just my thought space. I actually originally from the get-go for my mixed relays, I actually had Roshan Clarke to 400 meter champion, Miss there. When them change it was male to female, male. At that them did have. I didn't know that they changed it. It was male to female. Remember Stacey Williams drop? Come second Fenke ball not drop. Fenke ball walk down Stacey Williams the last time. It was male to female. I didn't know that it changed now. I did have Roshan Clarke to Nikisha Price, to Javan Powell, to Stacey Williams. And I believe that we can get a medal from that. That we have the mixed relays to be.
But the same politics are going on the 4x1, the same politics in the mixed relay. It's just that we don't pay attention to it.
Yes, one alone. We just the fact of the matter, the fact that we are not in the men's 4x4, we feel like them could have detect the mixed relay serious.
At this stage, to be honest, it's the first Olympic. I really don't even know how to comment or what to comment on or what to say. Like I am, yeah. I need to see how these guys perform, and then I will. Yeah.
China man, look here now. Why every time Jamaica always have the problem? What about pressure? What is it? What is it? What we mean? Stacey and Williams ran the mix 4x4 at World Championship. One. We're using a 400 purse because you're speaking about price. Stacey and Williams ran the mix. She ran the flat 4 and she come back and run the flat 4x4. Why Price can't do that? Price is way faster than Stacey and Williams. Price just
I
need to
don't.
continue
I
to
think.
for fun.
I
Frankie
think
Gold
with
done the
J.
same. Run
I
up
think
for
J
her.
three do have a plan for this. I don't think they have a definite plan on how they're going to execute championships anymore. Somebody need to
Technical
get fired.
leader.
Me not about somebody need to be put in place. You must have a strategic manager or a project manager. We don't need to sit down and write it on chalkboard. Them not on chalkboard in their office
Look
attire. Where them put
at
Even Francis is the technical leader who chooses what should happen. And who
Zavian,
is the
send your
technical
resume,
leader? Who is the technical leader?
no,
Now the
Maurice,
CMO
Mr.
trust is
Wilson.
man where them who left off at the
Yeah,
investigate,
technical last time.
investigate.
Why am I afraid to say
no,
it? The
but
CMO trust is man, bad mind
yeah,
Francis.
there's no way we are going to do championship for Herb McElney and Arthur win days and we can't get it right. They must have a blueprint.
And who is the common denominator? Who is the person who causes the problem every year? Who is the controversy surrounding every single year? It's one person. One person.
Every year
One
we are
person.
trying to figure out who for run four by from trials done the Sunday night, which should have Monday morning. You could have write who you want on the team, the six mad name, and you call them up. Are you available? And you call it a day. And you move right along.
Yeah, we know say him coach Shashali, but
Yeah,
I
but
mean about
Sasha never
Shashali,
go on the team.
Shashali
Because
not
of
act
him.
like him still. Him
Sasha
man
never
just
go on the team
corrupt.
because of him. And I think that's what we're holding against Sasha, her coach. But she never go on the team. In fear regards to her, she never go on the team because of him. She's not a slow boat to China.
Where credit is due, Shashali has improved.
She
Over
has,
there.
yeah.
She has.
You can't reward disloyalty 4x4 mixed relays, okay? Ben, you're saying you can't reward disloyalty in terms of the 4x4 original because of how they did not show up for that. So therefore you would want to put them on the mixed relays. Which is, if that's what you're saying, is why I said it's only one person from that men 4x4 could run on my mixed relays, and it's Javon Paul.
This
It was
loyalty
it was a known
loyalty is opinionated.
it was a
I
known
think it's an opinion as well. I don't
Yeah,
think they were disloyal. I think
yeah, it's opinionated.
they
And
got it wrong from day one,
that's
and
what it
then
is.
you're going to pull people out of their programs to make up a last minute relay team. For what
Yeah.
reason? If they got injure themselves just for make time for something they
no
want to set up
Kino,
for
and
one.
Kino, hold on there, Latoya. Kino, tell me if I'm wrong. If you're a coach and J3 come to you and say, yo, we are gonna run two two eats instead of three, and you provide me with the athlete, you wouldn't take it, knowing that you're not gonna give the athlete the chance to run the relay. If they come to you and say, listen, may I give you two eats because me I try and make a relay team Sunday night. You wouldn't take the two eats as a coach.
Kino,
No
Me
comment.
fear Kino. Me fear Kino. Me fear Kino as a coach. Me fear as a
No,
coach.
no
And the
comment.
JH come to you and say, yo, say me I try and make a relay team for Sunday night to qualify. Me I gonna run two eats. What you think? You know, take the two eats, knowing that you still not gonna run Sunday.
Kino, you want to
No
Kino,
comment.
you want to take this or I should go?
That girl cost Jamaica the 4x1.
Shasha speaking of. Remember that last year, Shelly pull up on the second leg, tell her to stop. Because she was out and Shelly hit her marker.
Put it this way.
Shelly shouldn't have run that race. Call it a day. Shelly should have never put herself in that race, Kino. Call it a day. You
Yeah.
know you're not fit. Don't go in the race. Do
Yeah.
not go there. You know
Yeah.
you're not fit. You can't give me 70 and our experienced VCB or experienced alien Bailey. We're gonna understand when them see you coming and know you say something wrong. For wait, if you're not experienced, there's certain things you'll never pick up. And Shelly must know by now. You're not handing over to an experienced runner. When they see you, them know your reaction to certain stuff to stop. So you cannot blame Shasha Forbes. I'm sorry. Shelly should never go in another race. She not get somebody who know her like that. She wasn't button changing with somebody who understand.
But she one.
Latoya, can you pull up that race? Pull up the race.
We can pull up. I'm gonna look
Yeah,
for.
pull up the race because there were so many things happening in that race for me.
Jermaine, I'm not saying that she was injured, but at the point where that she
But
needed
you're not
to
saying who was
know.
injured.
Shelly, he said that Shelly was injured. Shelly was injured.
Before she went to the heat, much in her first place. Then she went into the heat, injured, coming to the finals, and make it
the only leg then could have get Shelly injured is the ankle leg. Make she kill herself by herself.
Sean, if you felt like Shelly ate up her leg at the work of that relay, remember Shelly pulled up halfway in her leg, still continued to run. When Shashali hit her, saw Shelly hit her marker, she went out only to hear Shelly screaming. The whole was Shelly screaming, no, stop. What you want Shelly to run left button? Shelly pulled up. We have to give we can't say Shelly gave it away. Not because she may not be your athlete or the person. But no, it wasn't Shelly's fault at that one. It wasn't. We truly have to
pull up the race.
Pull up it. All right. The serious one starting. No, sir. All right, that's actually part of race one start.
Yeah, this comment I agree with Punky. Sherika is yet to prove, and I don't care what anybody wants. Sherika is yet to prove that she can run down anybody in a relay.
Her lifestyle this season never make it seem like she had run an Olympic, We not care nobody wants to say. Pick up on lifestyle and know it's Olympic here.
No, Shani man, we are not. No, Shani man. Sean blames Shashali. Says it's Shashali why we lost it. I am saying no. We lost it because someone pulled up in the race, and therefore Shashali had to just, stop and wait. So we're not talking down or talking bias towards Shelly. We're talking about what we say happen. Now let us see. Sherika can't chase the what we don't know how we see that, and everybody else can't see it.
Lati, starting from first man.
The 100-meter champion against the 200-meter champion. Richardson, Jackson. She's closing, but not fast enough. It's gold for the Americans. Superb.
Closing.
On the double, they've rounded off the penultimate night exactly as they said they would.
Sorry, we need to find stuff. We need to find another one. That's just right here, so we need to find another one.
Mine, I work with Jermaine internet,
Jermaine said, look at the 12-minute one.
12 minutes. 12-minute one. So look at them now. I want to see the patrol. But love the uncles. Somebody send it to me now. Because look like me do something wrong. Yeah.
Jermaine saying have proper internet, you know.
I'm it. I'm it.
Go through my boss with your proper internet.
You find it?
Yeah. Budapest at the I did Budapest and Oregon.
No,
I did
Budapest.
Budapest.
Yeah, Hungary.
I said, I wrong thing. All right, so fan it. Yeah.
Side breaks down the back straight. Of a medal. To become Africa's first nation.
Thank you. So we are skipped off the stage. That's that. So yeah. I watched the whole thing.
Does it?
Yeah,
You realize that you realize that Sherika Jackson got the button first, right?
Okay, so that's where. Yeah. So let's start now. Sean, where are you? Let's start.
Sherika Jackson got the button first before even Sherika Jackson got the button before even what's her name, Gabby, reached to Shakari.
It's the slow turnover that I've always been talking about.
Okay, Sherika Jackson got that button. Yeah,
the way we do our relays.
Sherika should have been on.
Jamaica uses the long zone. I don't know why Jamaica women uses the long zone.
Not the long zone, we use the short zone.
Jamaica use the long zone.
No.
Kino, are you a coach?
Sherika, are the long zone something they use? US use.
US uses the long zone, man.
The longer zone?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Sherika Shakari get the button at the end of the change zone. When Sherika got the button.
The truth is, I don't think Shashali ran a bad third leg. Gabby Thomas ran a better third leg. Because she's more experienced running the curve. But the handover was made before Gabby, just the same. The race for me, the hiccup happened on Shelly's leg. Whether we want to admit it, yes or no, whether we like her or we don't like her.
TT Terry killer.
Yeah, TT Terry run her into the ground.
Sheldon said something also comes here. Sheldon said Natasha was behind from start.
That too.
So that's it. Because Shelly was also injured. The turnover, those legs weren't turning over as fast as we know it can be.
There's nobody I see in this world can be TT Terry on that leg right now. We just have to pray that TT Terry not have a good race.
That's not possible. TT now, but
so sometimes one of it just more while still, we have to take emotion out. Well, we like Shelly is Shelly. We might not like her. Shelly is not my favorite athlete, but it doesn't mean that I don't recognize what she has done.
All on the Kino. All on the Kino.
Well on the Zavian, because may I respond to China Money. So like Shelly, we know Shelly, we know what Shelly can do, and we know what she has done. But truth are just truth. She didn't run well in that relay. Yeah, just the truth. She didn't. And me know we're going to find excuse to say she did sick and she did injured. Just like how Sherika did left her foot them in the suitcase the time. We always find excuse every time. Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, me still remember me not stop talking about it because Ilian run one race and she lose and she done. Like the man we mash up Brianna. Atto Bolden,
she done.
Say Ilian done. Ilian always done for everybody, but we keep finding excuse for these other athletes, and I cannot understand why everybody is not measured by the same stick.
I were on a level.
Kino, listen. Kino, Shelly pull up because the man them exists.
Yeah, maybe just spend a little minute on the man. Walk on.
Frano hit goal again. That's a problem. You always find
Yeah,
somewhere
man,
for got the goal.
me think your brother there about Kishian.
Him the goal.
Kishian is went all right. I don't subscribe to the view, and I am so happy that Justin Gatlin said it. I don't subscribe to the view that he looks like a soft.
Nothing about
Kino, lock off your internet. um, he's an athlete by himself, very powerful. Um, it's scary because he keep on saying that I'm shutting down, and you're running 9-9 and 9-7. And court 7 for shutdown. Imagine if him tell you to
come
run.
Saturday morning, there's no shutting down. After Saturday morning, there's no shutting down. You're going to just have to run because nobody's playing games. Nobody's playing games with all this that is going to happen.
And the name that nobody is talking about, and I think he's experienced enough and have a point to prove, is Blake. What's his name? Youngster? Akeem?
Akeem Blake.
Yeah, man. Meaning that he has so much to prove because it's a name that persons don't talk about. But I think he's making the finals. We have 3 Jamaicans in the finals.
Akeem make the finals there now. Let me tell you something.
No, he's making the finals.
Punky tell us about history now.
No, because remember,
Jeremy
Elaine Thompson, double. So now Kishian Thompson. So I guess that the history that she's saying the Thompson name.
Oh.
For me, that finals will end with Kishian Thompson being, and I'm saying this, Kishian Thompson, for me, coming from that finals or coming out of the Olympic is going to be the second fastest man alive. If you shut down only 977, we must can get the second fastest man alive out of you. In a race when everybody are come for the one goal. No one
we yet to see Oblique run.
Do we foresee any surprises coming from a Fred Curl?
That's Fred Curl, you know. Fred
that's what
knows
I'm
how
saying.
to do this.
Fred
100 of him. No man, in a peak from in Jamaica, remember saying come run a part of time in a little Edwin there. So
China man need to go look some research. Get out of here.
Fred has been very quiet.
Fred has been hello, look here. Nobody saw Fred making that coming through in making that US team. Nobody saw Fred making that US team.
Noah take the spotlight off a lot of the US athletes then, because every media house is Noah. So they're not paying attention to nobody.
I want somebody to beat Noah. I don't even care if it's a Jamaican.
I said that somebody need to shut him up a little bit.
Are we subscribing to Ben? Are we subscribing to Ben thoughts?
It's a stretch. It's a stretch.
Not a stretch.
But
it's not a stretch.
But if it's a stretch. But if you look at his mechanics, it's within him. Look at his mechanics. Look at his how he runs the 100 meter. Look at his build, his physique, his technique. He's technically sound, and he's like 90% there technically. I still don't like him coming out of the blocks, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
He has an injury problem.
I know. I don't think it's gonna happen. No, but I think it's gonna happen. But I do agree with Lassie that I think he's gonna win, and he may very well end up being the second fastest man. But 958
the problem that I'm having. The problem I'm having with what's going on with him is that I don't think the fix that Frano have for him is proven yet. Frano got a mechanics that fix him for run.
Oh, the machine.
So I think if he tries to go any faster, him can mash up himself.
I think 958 is beyond him right now. I think he can get it if he stays healthy, but I don't think he's going to break the world record right now.
9-6, 9-6-2, pretty much
You
between
think
nine
if
six
I go
two
come
six
out
one.
being
Yeah, 962, 961, 960, something like that.
Yeah,
965.
and Simbini is, as Sandra says, Simbini is rounding into really good form.
What's Simbini's personal best?
Ben now let go of my world record gone.
What's Simbini personal best?
I should tell you. I think it's what he won.
972 can win Germany. Unless there is some crazy wind in that stadium.
Germany 972. So if 972 win from a man who jogged 977, what's going to be the other times coming down this? That means that
Some people are gonna run 99.
so Obli gets second. Just ask. That means that we have put all a Simbini, Omanyala, then I don't know.
Omanyala farm.
Oh, I can not say track very fast and track just late. Oh, we know say track very fast and track just late. The purple track.
Yeah, just
I thought just a seek relevance, you know.
DC was asking if we can go 1-2 in the men's 100. So if you have Fred getting second and Civil getting third, that means Noah is out.
Noah comes 6. Noah 6.
I still have Noah Lyles coming second.
How do we make the men?
I have one Jamaican. I have one Jamaican medaling in that race, and it's Kishane. I don't think Civil will medal. Take it from me.
If Civil na medal this time around, you know. If Civil na medal this time around, not calling the white man.
Let's watch the rounds and the semifinals. But I mean, you have Fred Curley there
3 times, you know. Yeah, man.
Then they wouldn't pass out at Bellevue with him.
Civil is not Maurice. I refuse to be
Civil. I think Civil will get better with age. Not right now. You need to
How do we make the 4x1 for mayors? Punk is that if Noah comes 6, all our dirty in the band TV. Because I know the truth. I know we're not going to talk all that secret. They cannot talk a secret yet. In talking truth.
Not a
thing. No secret we ain't talk yet.
So me have a question, Latoya. So I'm never talk about how much people them did have up at the club.
The man never did that talk about nothing over US in talk about where Janelle tell him. But in the start,
but Janelle never tell JB never tell him fair side of the story. Fair side of the story.
Him just never ready to talk that part yet.
Let us talk sports, people, and leave that part of it out of it.
So the team play to level to Civil to Kishane, Jermaine. Play to level to Civil. You're putting level on the second lane.
Ben says something then for Curly now make it final.
Kino make it man 4x. Make it man 4x1 team.
Jermaine, is your team for the Heats?
Are them 4 man there on the finals?
All right, so if all right.
And your finger blind me. Yeah.
For me?
Yeah. Are you alone if I touch the screen?
Oh. Yeah, me kind of like Jermaine team.
That order?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Is the order I have a problem with? That's a team for the finals.
No, I would say Blake to Level to Seville to Thompson.
But other way the German have it.
No other way them have it.
Yes,
but it can't go no other way. It can't go no other. Which other way?
Civil going right back on the second leg.
Eh?
Civil going right back on the second leg.
Well, it could go that way too. Blake to Seville to Level, because Level probably would be better on the curve as a 200-meter man.
And it could be better.
Yeah.
I think German wants to put Level on the second leg because it is longer, but that second leg belongs to Seville.
But you don't hear the $1 million lady say Level is going to surprise us. The lady where did want the much million for alien.
So surprised. Remember now, that 200 meter, you have Noah, you have Kenny Benderick, you have Knighton.
You have Tobago.
You have Tobago. Over there.
You have Joseph Fambule. You have all of these people.
See 200 meter, he might make the final.
Level now make the final.
Woman, I make her money.
No, Punky is serious. Punky.
You know, your former boss say if you need a club to go to her club.
Punky, civil can start, you know. But then when you make civil start it, where you put Akeem.
I mean, if they're gonna use strategy,
Latoya, right.
They could put
Akeem might false start. Might false start.
They could
Listen.
They could also do Seville to Thompson to Level to Blake. They could put all of the speed on the first two legs.
Akeem might false start, Latoya. And we know this.
You did it last time. In a false start.
Listen, we know this.
You want to put
I'm not putting Akeem on the blocks.
4x1 in a long time that Kishen would have won a 4x1 in
No, not intercal.
a long time that Akeem is the best starter.
I'm gonna go fast start.
Akeem not going fast start. He only fast start in an individual race. He not make a mistake.
Okay.
Not gonna change coach instant when he's done.
Take your go out for the man.
No, I'm saying he's not going fast start.
Kino. Them teach him to trick the blocks.
So that's why he's not going to fast start. Him get it now.
They teach him to trick the block. He's not in the blocks.
The man in the blocks. What do you mean? Capo teach him to trick the blocks?
Listen. Him not in the blocks.
Capo teaching him for teeth?
On the blocks. Yes, teach him for teeth.
Yeah, you have to go down now.
He uses the same rolling start that VCB used to use. And nothing is wrong with it.
Zavian, you have to go down now.
Why?
Zavian, you have to go down now. You mean Capo teach man for teeth? You have to go down now.
At one coach.
Capo,
Freighter.
Mr. Reliable, he's the only person who start the way Akeem start. The moment I first saw Akeem do that, I know say Capo teach.
And you know why he got away with it? Because they didn't change the sensitivity of those blocks. If he run now, he'll be false start every time he come out of the blocks.
Look how much time the man around. The man is the man is the
listen what I said. Listen
what
what I said, Latoya. If he was running now with the sensitivity of the blocks, he may have more false start than anybody else.
Him don't fast start in a relay. He has never done it in a relay. And that's what matters. Akeem is the best starter out of all four. I mean, now I'm going to come tell me, we're not going to take Akeem from half a start. We could put Kishen for running on like on second leg. And so it doesn't work. Kishen stay right down. Tapping after go me to tapping. Tapping after me to tapping. Kishen got the face now. Down this up. Sorry.
No, I can't catch him back.
So Douglas set up a stick.
No, I wouldn't be able to. Yeah,
but any catch-up of a player, Kishen will use the tap-in. And battle after tap-in for the 100-meter finals for men. How does Jamaica fail? Somebody asked the question about Daniel. So I'm going to ask it. Do you think Daniel Paul said, do you think Daniel will medal in the hurdles? She has the experience and the guts. So she has the experience and the guts.
Even Francis, the experience don't mean nothing. Him say when you line up in a race, you just run. Experience don't mean nothing in a race. That's what he said. Him said he doesn't subscribe to that argument about experience. It means nothing. You just run from here, so go down there. So that him say.
That show Stephen, that show him word. Yes, man. Coleman it's Coleman versus Akeem. He start. So it's Coleman to Fred, from Fred to
Bednarek. To Bednarek. Kenny.
To Kenny in the semi-finals.
I actually think they're gonna put Fred on the third leg.
No, Fred now give no one about. Fred now give no one about. Everything that we see Fred take back from Coleman. Never forget that, right? Fred now give no one. Mr. them have two third leg back with Ben Dorican and the next guy there.
So them have dirty laundry too.
Yeah, man. Remember Fred? No, that is a common assault. That's a long time. From Fred said the 100 belonged to him. And him say, they all say that until I get it. Fred now the third leg. Fred, remember say Fred I 4-2-1 boy. Fred I them second leg now. And everybody knows say Coleman I first leg now. So therefore now I get the glory leg. And I mean, Noah is a better starter than Kishin, so that's why I say, hello, leave Kishin where don't end this. I have to use it up in. They have to go run down. So all out. Yeah. So does Daniel look like she can favor a medal? Well, anything happens once Daniel line up at the line. You know? Anything is possible.
Hurdles are stuff that predictable. They're obstacles.
What is three?
For we?
Yeah, Daniel.
Mieti.
Daniel Williams.
Mieti. Shakari X.
Jenny Brown.
Janelle Brown.
My girl, they never come a trials.
Who?
My girl, they will run herself back into shape.
Ants? No ants.
Oh man.
The other girl.
The nice brown in them and the sexy brown in them.
We're on what? 100 hurdles?
Yes. She did get injured and she did out for a little while. What's her name again? Jeremy.
Somebody else over here. Anderson?
Yes.
Brittany. Oh, then you have to say good body.
Promise say good body, sexy girl.
No, you never say good body, you say sexy girl. So I try. Oh, yeah, she come, but remember, say she still not recover from injury, so she never make it in. The two of them.
Tell us me out of the loop, but
No, Brittany never make it in.
Walker kill me.
So remember now. That for me is me have Daniel in I. No, me have Daniel in I. So Daniel, Akira, Stark, me have Akira beat the stick. Me have Akira beat the stick.
Charlton.
No man. Well, Charlton not gonna there. Amusa not gonna there. We're gonna be Olympic champion. Might be there. That's 6. Akira beat the stick. Masai Russell. The competition is right now is between Russell and Akira. Akira doesn't have to remember say a regular she used to draw Masai here and a draw. So come, follow back on me. Let's use the same tactic and jump out the black slip Masai and do it. Just earn it smoothly.
Kenny Harrison are there?
What?
I'm just asking. No, you're talking about 8 people, so I'm saying.
No. Kenny not there this time. But Kenny famous to do them push or something. Kenny's not there. It's Master, Stop, and one next one. Kenny's not there. No, I did call start name. Toby, Johnson, Russell, Jasmine, Daniel, Akira. That's Sandra count. Yeah. So I said Toby, Jasmine Camacho Queen at the Olympic champion, the world record holder that are 2. The
A fit
current
Toby will not be beaten.
I said Toby will not be beaten.
A fit Toby will not be beaten by anyone.
Well, a fit Toby was beaten by Jamaica's greatest ever, by our very good friend. So come again.
A fit Toby will not be beaten.
So a fit Toby wasn't beaten.
Listen.
So I'm
Buck
just
up,
asking.
buck up, buck up, buck up, buck up. Buck up.
But Akira can go faster, and Akira will go faster. It's between Akira. I mean, if all beings well, no issues. I know though that if anybody slip up, if Akira or Masai slip up, anything can go because we know it's hurdles. But I think.
So are you saying you think that Akira Nugent can win?
That
Okay.
if I'm not Akira, then I'm Masai. Based on times that they have put down currently. Because it was Akira with the record, our record, having the world lead, and then Masai come back and drop it and take it back. So it's like them play Anki Panky.
That's a big stretch for a young girl, but let's see.
You know what she run a thing there?
Latoya, you get 100 in a maths test when you sit down beside Kino. You get 100 in a maths test when you sit down beside Zavian. When you go a 6, you get 4. Guys don't beside somebody else. Comes with maturity. Experience.
Ben, she sit beside her.
No, Charlie man. Charlie man, she sit beside her.
Ben just say Akira go run world record 12-1.
She is putting down some pretty good times.
Latoya, if Ben say Akira run world record, might as well we say Kishina run world record. I'm broker.
Ben said Kishan is going to run the world record.
You mean that drink him on some Appleton?
No, him not drink nothing hard enough. He might drink Malibu and pineapple juice.
Let's say Jasmine Camacho Queen hasn't missed a podium since Olympics, like Shelly. So you can't count out Jasmine.
Nobody now.
Shelly now go Olympic without even piece of bronze.
No, Brianna, listen, they home asleep.
Same thing like where E.T.
But me not see E.T. post one video today like she there foreign.
Them not say she don't Paris.
One video where she a flash her hair all about.
And I sing the song.
Yeah.
So everybody have dreams.
Alright, downtown. Mga waterfront.
Yes, team.
No, because
do we think Nikisha Price is going to carry home that?
I think Nikisha Price can actually win, but I don't know if she can manage the pressure.
Can actually win, but
pressure.
The pressure from everybody else.
Where everybody is there. Paulina alone left over there.
You think she can beat Paulina?
Yes, man. If she does continue running for fun. That's what she's doing.
Nikisha run for fun now. She signed contract. Fun done.
But it's fun make sure get there with me fun done.
No, fun before contract, Latoya. Now a money time. Before she never made no money, she was having fun. Now she started.
In the what kind of shop? Or in the done Punky said eating then I done shop there. I done shop, she had dancing.
Atto Bolden should know all about being done.
Rekumad line.
Nikisha Price winning the Olympic gold. But when Nikisha Price wins the Olympic gold, how do we phase with the 4x4 women?
She's not gonna run it.
Why?
What is that?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
All right. Okay. All right.
Zavian.
May I play devil's advocate as I normally said? Sandra, me the devil.
Him get a taste of the Malibu and pineapple juice too.
This is true. That our biggest challenge this year was Clarke and Overcook 49, 148, 9. Paulino isn't there yet, and Price can go 48. No. Proper record account.
May agree with Jermaine somewhat, but I can't fathom a Paulino coming to the Olympics not being able to run at least 48 something.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, having Paulino and having Clarke and Kovacic again.
So you're telling me that she would have to run faster.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. She can go faster.
PB again. You think she can go faster?
Yeah, she can go faster, man.
Why she? Okay. I'm gonna ask Latoya. Why you think she can go faster?
Because I feel like she haven't laid everything down on the track fully as yet.
Yeah, you know what? I will agree with you.
And I remember she ran faster when she met Clarke the other day.
The only reason why I agree with you. The only reason why I agree with you, Latoya, I think Price is gonna run her most serious race at the Olympics.
Or most calculated race.
Her most calculated and serious, because for right now, I think she's just riding the wave and just enjoying what she's
running
doing.
It for fun.
But I think she's gonna actually
but there's 2 ways to it. It's 2 ways to it, you can think so much of the race and can't perform.
Hello,
you can think so much that you want to. No, we understand that pressure go both ways. Pressure give every water pressure in your bathroom, or it busts the pipe.
For someone to run 1/100 of a second outside of Jamaica's national record at first goal, and saying, oh, when she hear everybody, saying,
and we have a lot of people that came close and could never get there.
Exactly.
Who had that record? Was it Lorraine Fenton, right?
Lorraine the Great Fenton, man.
But we had a lot of athletes came close.
Nobody asked the question this time. I mean, I have no medal account. I don't count no medal after I count my eggs before they hatch.
I not see somebody record the chamber say 1 goal we get.
Then you have to come back, you have to retract going the first to decide.
I am the pangro.
No, I'm just reach over there.
Are they
I've been hearing him from week.
Yeah, he's been speaking, but he's no.
Are the one we can interview people over there?
I never said interview.
No, I'm saying it's the one we can interview people over there.
Which one?
When you Wayne Walker, that's your name? And Wayne Walker, one of them over there where everybody has got interviews still. Punky says she see 1 goal.
You see how many people start calling him now? Everyone I reported them.
Donald Oliver, that old coot.
Was that Donald to interview? Wayne Walker to interview. Where you wife on the name? But Julian, not Ford brother.
Julian Ford is there. The next brown youth.
The next one there, him, yeah.
Ford brother.
Yeah, we don't know them. They need little something. They ask Jordan for it.
Yeah, should I say never Bill?
Never not take plane, Kino.
Jamaica will
never.
Wednesday, hello. Remember the prediction here. Wednesday, Jamaica will win 8 gold. 8, Ben?
Ben, you're not your friend.
So Ben, all right. Let me see if we can name Ben 8.
Ben, I drink the same delusional tea where Clarke Gale gets.
I remember that good. Never stop travel a long time. Never not travel
from Canada and not go back. Him saying no like flying.
Let me see if we can name Ben 8. Ben
No, Latoya, don't try. Let him name his own 8. Not going at the man. No behave like you. No, you just look stupid like
that. The woman 100, him have the man 100. Him say, oh, he have little 8 faith. You have the woman 100 from Tia. You have the man 100 from Kishin.
Kishin.
You have
We
Nikisha
now have nothing like
Price.
200.
You have Nikisha Price. A three that me know, Ben.
We have the men hurdles.
Eh?
Faithful answer.
Or you have Akira Nugent at a 4.
Answer.
Faithful answer.
Mr. 4, Ben. Mr. 4.
Answer
me
might
next
sneak
one.
in for the bronze.
You know. Well, tomorrow morning, remember, say.
The triple jump. The triple jump. No. The triple jump. No. He's not. He's coming fourth. I'm sorry. Call a spade a spade.
All right, so Jaden McFadden for him.
Jaden have to consistently jump over 18 meters for win that triple jump. And
he cannot win it.
He can't win it.
So
He's
is the
not there yet.
Shanika Ricketts here to medal or get the gold? Or
But
she
which
throws
goal?
away
She
again?
can't. She needs to be consistent
So,
over 15.
okay, so I'm saying Kishi and Nikisha, Akira, Sharika, answer. You name Akira 2 times. Wayne Pinnock, Jaden Ebert. That's a step. You name Akira 2 times. So
Jaden Ebert can't win. He can't win. He cannot win. He will not win and he cannot win. Unless those men who are ahead of him broke them foot, he cannot win.
They made a mistake when they brought him to
win the goal or win a medal. Shanika Ricketts.
Win a medal. Medal, third place.
Oh, he has Tia make his 8. Is there here to win a Olympic medal?
Bronze.
Shanika Ricketts to get the bronze?
Mm-hmm.
So Leah Lafont for the gold, you're saying. So who's for the silver?
The only way Shanika Ricketts are going to win is if her husband they go jump a triple jump for her.
Or stand up in front of the pit. Tell her to jump.
Stand up in front of the pit
Not else now.
Yeah, man, the husband have to stand up in front of the pit naked and say, jump, baby.
Not else now. Nothing else right now. Jaden will unleash what?
She needs some aggression. Look here now, it is 11 o'clock Jamaica time, 12 o'clock America time, some places. So therefore, we are 12.
At what time?
3 o'clock.
Me even have TV. Oh yes, me have TV, Jay. Forgot to be have a package with TV, Jay. You know? Bishop, be all have big what you be a scroll through and book up on CVM. Me not even know the CVM still a broadcast.
Them people them buy them.
Me don't know the CVM still a broadcast. Over the kitty there.
No, yeah. CVM, Miss Kitty. No, it's not CVM anymore. A Miss Kitty lifestyle.
I thought something, you see, with this comment.
She need a divorce.
No, marriage is honorable and the bed is undefiled. Leave the woman and her marriage alone.
She need to get some bun, not divorce, Jeremy.
She need a new coach.
Wait, we can call him phone. We can call him phone. Sandra, wake up. Like when he bought the pregame at 2:30. I'll be awake.
Lati, you know, create one group like what you do last time.
And let me keep it and kill me. It's Friday morning. I got duties.
You need have one WhatsApp now, one WhatsApp group we did have.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you all. Thank you so much for joining. This is Track and Field Talk. We will be back because tomorrow morning at 3 a.m. Jamaica time, 4 a.m.
Latoya of the live stream. Check out our page. YouTube, follow it. Like it. Once you like it, she'll send you the link.
And who have the exclusive rights?
Latoya Clarke.
And the TV and the J. Latoya, we know we don't have champagne money in our mom.
I'm not champagne
No,
money.
man, we have
You know, see
cartel
my
money.
cartel.
No, man.
You know, see
The
ice.
cartel liar there, man.
I shot money.
And you know, see
I
ice
shot
that
money, I know.
with Tom Tavares Stinson with Junior. Enough them money there. You know, see my, I have to go find some work now to pay back about $102 billion to England.
Poor.
Cartel, come on, what now?
Then can sell Andrew house.
The one him not file tax yet?
You can sell Andrew house.
Guys, remember to get your t-shirts, the packages. Remember to get the packages, guys. We have packages selling same way with the logo and thing. Remember, you got to support. Nobody is free now.
Latin want get up a morning, but God know tomorrow I go be
You better wake up.
No man, tomorrow trust me, house count is.
So if you can't wake up a morning.
I am anticipating to a very packed day tomorrow because house count is so high. So.
No holiday weekend. Go work your money. Make sure them not TV. Or the AC.
No man, I'm not hourly paid. I'm salaried.
Make it even worse, they can call you anytime.
So the money secure.
They can call you anytime.
Say your salary paid.
I'm salaried, yep.
Hold on there, guys. Let me.
You know, jump off of this, Lati.
Yes, 1 second. Give me a second. Guys, remember to come, link us, any one of us, and place your orders. We have t-shirts. You get a t-shirt. You get an armband.
So you look like you're pregnant in a shirt that's in Latoya. How are you hide from me?
Not tonight.
You know, look for the shirt.
Me don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about the pregnancy at all. Sure that. Lati, no matter. Lati.
That's how we hide from the people. Them.
Lati, and what they see you, what they look fattish with you, know.
Rosie and thing. Rosie and thing. Good thing to try on the t-shirt on this and good set of one even shows, man. What can your godmother? Right through right this now? Foreign money.
I will ask you go
Guys,
foreign.
remember to drop in our inbox any one of the admins and order your t-shirts. Any size they wear, we have it. We have the package ready up, good to go. Support the thing because it's for a worthy cause and all of these things. All the godmothers and godfathers, aunties and uncles, prepare your bodies. You can say I and I, queen over here, Reggie. I know that. Thanks for telling me. Anyway, guys.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
It was good having you all here. Remember, tomorrow morning, early. See, Ruth, I tell you, the shirt, very nice. Do you understand? Fit good, nice and clean, up already.
When you read the latte.
Latte have a black car.
Your black car? I'm going to look on our page, she don't look tree bad.
Can I send a shirt over there to her?
Huh?
Can I send a shirt over there? I will send you.
No, maybe you need some. Me? Me not walk or collect refuse.
Anyways, guys, just remember to support the thing. We will see you all where we will be talking about what happens tomorrow in the rounds and how we phased off tomorrow and where we move from there. So we have the 800 running tomorrow. We have Lamara Distin jumping tomorrow morning. Actually, Lamara is the first one out. Jumping. Then we have, none of us is in the first round. That is somebody for the women hundreds. Then we have the hundreds, the actual first round for the women hundreds. We have Latoya Gould. We have Pretty Girl Adele Tracy. So on the minute after minute say Pretty Girl, we keep Aisha Pratt Hall. I think it's Aisha's last.
I used to start Lair.
Clear.
Yeah.
Prattler not there. She not there?
No, I think
She's not there.
she's retiring. If my memory serves me correctly, I think she said she was retiring. The swimmers them going out, I think it's what Yona night supposed to be diving, swimming or diving, and stuff. So we have some.
Then
No, we don't have the
Prattler never
lineup
come on
down
the
yet
scene.
because they have to do the first. They have to do the little. We don't have a lineup for the heats because they have to do the round, the first round first, and then they will give. So after that, they will see what the lineup look like. Because remember, they might get some persons out of that first thing there. Yeah, I normally like seeing her and call her pretty girl. So after that, they will see where they fall. But we only have the lineup for the mixed relay where we know we are going up against.
So no Prattler,
The
no
US,
Anna.
the US, the Bahamas, Kenya,
Nowhere fears
Belgium.
with them for them. Yeah. And that's not our problem. She run the race, so she when Natalia line up, Natalia decide what kind of race she want to run. I don't
I
know.
thought the man never coming to the side. Anyway.
Oh, Kelly's go collect our bands too now here, so Kelly's could have to wait till next year to collect it still. But yeah, so tomorrow we will be back and we will talk about what happened tomorrow morning and stuff like that. So thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you all, wherever it is that you're joining us from. Please continue to be safe. Remember to put on the alarm so that you can be up to see what has happened and what is happening. So you are in the know so that we can have a good conversation again tomorrow night. It was great being here with you all. I thank you so much for joining us to have a chit chat. As usual, we always talk about things them in our way. So thank you so much. Kino? Any words? Yeah, bye. You're gone. Zavian, you're gone too. So we are
Peace
over
out.
and out. Peace out, everyone. See you all tomorrow. Thank you all again.